92.5% complete. Okay. Let's go find the last of the cherubs, shall we? Okay. So, I have open where I seemingly need to go. Okay. So, let's see if there's a cherub this way. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look for cherubs at, like, every location. I think I fell too far. Shit, I did. Okay. Because there's no way for me to know which ones I've missed. Ugh. So this is going to be a good deal of this session to finish off Blasphemous. Is simply looking at all the locations cherubs are and seeing if I can find hopefully the last 3 that I'm missing before I have to search all of them, really. Okay, so there's apparently one down this shaft on the left. And I can almost promise you I've gotten this one, but better to be safe than sorry, right? It should have been like up there somewhere. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I have on the other screen a map of their locations. And we're going to grab a brush and paint over the ones that aren't there. Okay. So the next one is that the only one in this area? What the fuck? Ah, god damn it, I lost my little map. Okay, I also need to see all the items that I have here currently as well. So, I think there's actually already a wiki going for this game, because of course there is. And I think that wiki has the basic skills and whatnot listed. So I just want to make sure I have all of those. Starting with rosary beads, there's 32 rosary beads total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. I'm missing 7 still, by the looks of it. Hey, Savior. Okay. That's a lot to be missing still. If there's 32 of these. So what I'm going to do is take the full list here. And I'm going to copy and paste it into my little thing, my little notepad. And I'm going to delete them. Dove Skull, Uvula. So, Dove Skull. Uvula. Calcified Eye. Piece of Tombstone. Calcified Eye. Muted bell, moss preserved in glass. Okay. Hollow pearl, Perpetua's protection. Perpetua, hollowed, or hollow pearl. Okay. Fourth toe, ember of holy cremation. Fourth toe. Okay. I also have to get rid of some of this shit here. For some reason, when I copied and pasted it, it doubled everything, so I'm just gonna get rid of all the doubles quickly here. This is kind of the work before the stream or whatever. But that's fine. And then when this is all set and I know what I'm looking for specifically, we can just grab everything. So, at the end, this should help alleviate some time. I was going to do this last night, but I was exhausted and fell asleep. Well, I went to sleep. I didn't fall asleep at my desk or anything. Painted wood bead, consecrated amethyst. Consecrated amethyst. Painted wood bead. Okay. Drop of coagulated ink, wicker knot. Drop of coagulated ink, wicker knot. Sphere of sacred smoke, bead marked. Bead marked by guilt isn't on this list. Oh shit, this isn't a full list on the wiki. Oh no. Okay, Sphere of Sacred Smoke is though. Hey Zeiss. Fourth toe made of limestone, I did. Frozen olive. Frozen olive. Bead of red wax. Piece of golden mask and little toe. Piece of golden mask and little toe. Big toe made of limestone and blue wax. Okay. Thorn symbol, amber eye. Thorn symbol, amber eye. Pelican effigy. Pelican effigy. Okay. I see all the things I'm missing currently. Oh boy, that's a big list. Okay. So those are the things I currently am missing for the rosary beads. Now, what am I missing for relics? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there are 7 relics. We have all relics. Okay. What about quest items? Quest items is hard because I handed a lot of them in already. I know I'm missing empty bile vessels still. I'm gonna ignore quest items for now. Let's do the hearts. What hearts am I missing? Mea culpa hearts. Okay. So there are 9 hearts total. And again, it doubled everything. So give me a moment while I get rid of all the doubles. Okay. We have Holy Purge, Virtuous, and Oils. Holy Purge, Virtuous Pain, Heart of Oils, okay. Heart of Incense, Saltpeter Blood. Incense and Saltpeter. Boiling Blood, Cerulean. Boiling Blood, Cerulean. And Unnamed Minstrel. We're missing 1 heart, and that is Heart of the Single Tone. So I'm gonna open up a page for that. Okay. Prayers. We have 10 prayers. The game has 13 total. We're missing 3 prayers. So again, this is the work we do to ensure we're not spending all day finding the last things. Okay. So, Forsaken Hamlet. Eyes Like Stars, my sister. Forsaken Hamlet. Eyes Like Stars. Toronto to my sister. Lorquiana. 3 sisters. Whoops. Lorquiana and 3 sisters. Okay. Thorned Hairs, Seta Dolorosa. And Thorned Hairs. Crimson Mist, Debla of Lights. Crimson Mist. And Excommunication. So the 3 I'm missing are Capaniero to the Sons of the Aurora, Zambra to the Resplendent Crown, and Zarabanda of the Safe Haven. So, I will open up pages for all of these. Sons of Aurora, Resplendent Crown, and Safe Haven. Okay. This is done, and that's done. And then, of course, we still need all the locations of the what's it called? The stupid, not Cupids. Oh my god, what the hell are they called? The, like, Sons of Moonlight or whatever, the cherubs. So, somebody drew up a map somewhere. I'm gonna quickly look up that map. And we're going to use that map to, do this up here. Does Paint not have, like, a hand tool? Thought it used to. Alright, let me see where I am on this map currently. Okay, I see. And we're going to do a fill color of red. Mark off the ones that I've done. Okay. Okay. We're back in it. So, let me see where some of this stuff is, if possible. Acquired in missing description. Well, son of a bitch. I guess this is what happens when you are playing a video game that has been out for like 4 days. Is people either don't know for sure, weren't writing it down or whatever. But it does seem like, unfortunately, I do have to go back to that area. I should make this black, probably. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I have to go back to that area I hate. So let's go do that right now. Also, I kind of wonder if there's a way to get that that shard back. What did I think of Project Resistance? I'm unimpressed. I got my guilt fragment back from there. I'm unimpressed, but I am cautiously optimistic, and I'm going to try to play it when it comes out. It doesn't look as fun as Outbreak. I mean, it looks like Dead by Daylight Resident Evil Edition. Which is kind of not overly fun sounding to me, but... Whereas Outbreak was at least Resident Evil with other people. Also, they don't have a great track record of putting out good multiplayer games with the Resident Evil license, unfortunately. You know? Okay. So we're back in this shitty prison. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go through the whole prison. So, apparently, there's a cherub in this room, generally. And I obviously got that cherub. So, we mark that off. Okay. I know I got Temporal of Joel the Thief. I know I got this. Do I have the key of the secular? I do. Okay, so I'm gonna mark that off as well. Homer, I warn you about testing my limits today. I'm just kidding. This is 100%, baby. We're at 92.5%. So I looked up a map of the last collectibles. We're going for 100% completion. You can ask chat. I was at the end boss, like 2 days ago or whatever. Oh no, something bad didn't happen. Okay, so apparently the way you open this door is by moving this elevator 6 times. And the hint for... I didn't pick up on this hint. The hint for that is when you talk to this corpse, he says, why are they moving that elevator so damn much? So, we literally just have to sit here and do this until that door opens. So what's up, chat? How is your Wednesday going so far? Did it open? It did. It better not close as I try to get up there now. You just got out of work. Very nice. You got some grilled cheese? He's beating you, Zeiss. His story's better. Oh, you're still at work, though? Okay, it evens out. Kiersey's Scorched Bead. Alright, so now we open up our list here. Scorched Bead. Scorched Bead. Mark it off our list. And cover that up on the map. You're done with work and have 24 hours between shifts. Pretty good. Small sphere carved on the remains of an unjustly lit bonfire. It burns with the soft embers of those flames which could not touch Kiersey's skin. Imbued with his power, it gives great protection against fire. Great protection against fire is better than what I have currently, I believe, so we're gonna have to do that up. Okay, so that goes into that door, that's fine. Go away. How'd the no death objective go? Which no death objective? I'm confused. Okay, I know I got that chest up there. I think. Pretty sure I got that chest up there. Oh, fuck it. I can't mark it off until I know. Can't mark it off until I know. The chalice with the blood? Oh, that's done. That's been done. And honestly, it was a good thing I did it, because what it unlocked was the final mea culpa upgrade. So, would you rather run this or Eagle Island for GDQ? This. Oh, fuck this. Like, that's not even a question. Also, we got all the collectibles yesterday, which is why I'm wearing this snazzy black and white skin with the gold helmet that you see before you. This or the Eagle Island demo? Maybe the Eagle Island demo. So, there was a thing in here, a cherub. So we're gonna go ahead and mark that. I don't even have to check that. I know I got all those collectibles, so that's done. I know I have this stuff. So this area, or this room, is done. Let's move to the other side, shall we? What if the Eagle Island dev was on your couch? If the Eagle Island dev really wanted me to run that game, I would ask him to pay me. And then maybe. I would do it if I got paid to do it. Okay. So, I know I have the jaw of the Inquisitor here. Do I have that room unlocked? I do, so I know that's done. Do I have the Sphere of Sacred Smoke? Is that a heart? No, it's probably one of these, right? Sphere of Sacred Smoke. Yep. Okay, so that's done. Okay. What's your asking price? Enough to pay my rent for the month at least. So here's the thing. If he wanted me to run that game at GDQ, he would have to buy me the ticket to GDQ. He would have to do the submission process for me. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll do the submission process. He'll have to do the hotel stay for me, and he'll have to pay me at least $1,000. And then, sure, I'd do it. Because then it's basically like my job, right? For that month. I'm just seeing if there's anything up here that I need. Yeah, there is. Okay. So... okay, I can't mark it off until I can actually see how this goes. Because this area is so twisty-turny. So, if I go up here... I'm so confused as to where I am on this map currently. Okay, if I go up here... This map is crazy intense. Alright, I don't need the phalanx of Zeth the Prisoner. And I'm on this side. This brings me to the other door on the other side. Oh my god, F off, dude. This should bring me to that other side there. And there was a cherub in here. So that cherub is marked off. Okay. Oh, and then I actually don't need anything else in this area. Okay. So, the only thing I'm really at all confused by is over here, there's an Inquisitor's door here, which brings me to the other side, I believe. Oh no, there's nothing here. What? Oh, this is... Okay. I see. So this room is actually an event room. If there's... Remember that lady who had the guy worshipping her? That you can kill, or you can, like, give her the marks of refuge to, like, release her from her pain, basically? If you murder her... Apparently there is a cherub here as well. If you murder her, he goes there, and you can kill him too. I guess is the skinny on that one. Okay, so that area's done. So now we're at the Convent of the Charred Lady. Okay, let me move my map up to that area. I'm pretty sure this area is done as well. Okay. So, if you go up here... This was the Mirrored Mask of Dolphos. Up here. Which you need to progress in the game, so that was obviously done. An HP plus room, which was obviously done because I have no more HP upgrades I can get. In here, there's an oil font. Is that true? No, this was the HP room. My bad. The oil font is down here. This is one of the Mea Culpa shrines. There's the oil font there. And the Wound of Compunction. Because of the boss fight here. This is where you get the oil for that one dude. So, and if we keep going over here... Dried Flowers Bathed in Tears was here. Okay, Piece of a Golden Mask is here as well. I know I have that. Bead of Blue Wax, I know I have. Heart of Saltpeter Blood, I'm pretty sure I have that one. Okay, so that is done. I think we're done with this area too. Yeah, there's no more upgrades for us here. Okay, so 2 areas completed. This is the worst part about doing 100% in a Metroidvania, by the way, is that once you get the ability to go anywhere and there's like multiple of something you're looking for, you're just stuck looking at a list of stuff that, like, well, I wish parts of the map didn't fill out if you couldn't get to them. Like, okay, so the thing is that in Metroidvania games, sometimes one of the things you get in this are those vines that grow, right, that you can grab onto. But the problem is that those will bring you up to a different area of a part that you've already been at. So I wish that these games had like a collectible list. Metroid 2 did this, actually, Return of Samus, the remake. You had like a thing that said if you had all the collectibles in an area, if you were like 100% complete the area. And I wish this game had that, essentially. But instead, I have to go back to every single area with a map somebody drew in Microsoft Paint. I'll show you guys later if you remind me what map I'm using right now. There's like bad writing in like MS Paint pen and stuff on it, and like there's images copy and pasted. It's gross. It's like really hard to read. So I'm just like following some other guy's like dirty rag of a map of stuff that he wrote down as he found. And it's like really hard to read. Okay, do I need Piece of a Tombstone? I do not need Piece of a Tombstone. Do I need Heart of the Unnamed Mistral? No, I don't. Okay, I don't need that. Do I need the Muted Bell? I do not need a Muted Bell. But there are cherub locations here that we need to visit. We do not need anything for Cvstodia remains. They don't want to bother with making a decent map. I don't think it's that they didn't want to bother making a decent map. I think it's literally just they were scribbling it down as they played. I think I did see that some people have taken that dude's map and like made nicer versions of it, which is kind of funny. But there's something pure about using somebody else's like scribbled down shitty journal to find everything, you know? Do I need a sock con? What do you mean by sock con, Savior? So at the bottom of this screen, no, the next screen over, there might be a thing to get. So we gotta go down and then to the right. Please. Oh. You're keeping me on my toes. You know what you're keeping me on? These nuts. You guys, Modern Warfare redone, or whatever the fuck they're calling it, that new Call of Duty. I played the beta this last weekend, and that game is fun. Holy shit, I'm excited for that stupid game now. It felt like 2007 all over again. Before that game became an overblown pile of shit. How fun could it be? I mean, it depends if you like Call of Duty or not, I suppose. But I like Call of Duty, so my answer is very. It's just another COD. I mean, exactly. But if you don't like that, then first of all, you're dead to me. But more importantly, you shouldn't get this, because it's more of that. Okay. I think this is an area where there was a cherub that I obviously got at some other point. You like COD for the story? I like Playboy for the writing. Captain Price is dope. God damn it. Okay, let's refill our health shit. Where did this land me? Okay. Way down here. And there was apparently a cherub here. I actually remember it was right above where that is. So that's done. Let's mark that off. The ankle bone for the pilgrim is done. We'll mark off that. Maybe what I'm going to do is go left. Immaculate bead. Did I need that? I still need the immaculate bead. Okay, so we need to go to the left here. You already know you're dead to me. Ember of Holy Cremation. Okay, this shop is done as well. Oh, fuck it. I should check. I should check just to make sure this shop is done. The shop is done. Okay. And then this is the elevator shaft. This was an HP shrine. Yeah. Okay. That over there was a knot. A rosary bead knot. And apparently in here there's an immaculate bead. Okay. I need to learn what to do with these. Because I think that's what's going to give me the items I'm missing. Okay. That must be it. So, and down here was a cherub. Down attack? Oh shit, you might be right. I should have tried that. Okay, so Dove Skull I got from here. Return 6 healing herbs to him for a variety of words or things and not a rosary rope. I think I'm done with Tirso.
Sorrowful be the heart.
Yeah.
Sorrowful be.
So Tirso's done. Apparently this guy over here's name is Ludovico. He has nothing left for me. There was a cherub here. Hold up. I just want to make sure that cherub that was at the top of the screen before. Let's make sure it's completely dead. This should do it. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, and Cleophas is dead. Or not dead, but his quest is done. Honestly, I did so much of this game without looking it up. I don't even feel bad that I'm looking up the last, like, 5%, basically. That's done. Okay, looks like all of the prayer stuff has been done. I know for a fact the first cherub you see in the game is done. I know this part's done, because I did it the other day. Do I need a painted wood ball? A painted wood ball I do not need, so that's done. Do I need Verdalis of the Forsaken Hamlet? I do not. Okay. Thorn is the first thing you get in the game. The Blood in Perpetual Sand is one of the first things you get. I'm talking out loud so that you're not bored, by the way. Otherwise, like, I know I'm not a big streamer, but I don't think I'm actually bad at this, if that makes sense. Because, like, I know I'm very aware that there's people watching and there's nothing happening on screen. So, like, I'm trying to fill time. Yeah, exactly. It also helps knowing the stream isn't stuck if I talk. That's exactly it. Okay, I have the dried clove, so that's done. We gotta go down to Goblin Town. And by Goblin Town, I mean we need to go to the Endless Dusk area. You're constantly bored? Hell yeah. I really wish this game could run in the background. Maybe there's a setting. Why is this resolution so low? It only goes to 720? Did that change anything for you guys? Let me look at the monitor. What? What? But now it goes up higher. Did that change anything for you guys? I'll tell you, it changed a shitload for me. I can see it way better. Aw, like nothing changed aesthetically about it, but I can actually see things properly now. Oh my god, this map is so much bigger for me. I can see properly on this stupid map now. It stayed the same for you the whole time. Okay, is there some way to make it so sound continues in background? There isn't. Hey, gameplay tips. What about accessibility? Game. Controls, text. Kind of weird that audio is only English. Like, why would they even give the option, you know? Odd. Odd, I say. I can see the matrix. So we need to go down here, is the idea. And it might actually be faster to just walk there. So we're gonna walk there. Oh my god, this game is so beautiful when you see it up close. Now I see what you guys have been seeing. If you like full screen anyway. I've been playing it like a Game Boy screen essentially. Because I didn't think it would go up anymore. Okay. So, if we go all the way here, I know that's done. I know this part's done. And we gotta move over to the checkpoint. I know the Egg of Deformity and all that shit's done. So all of that part's done. We gotta go all the way to where we first met up with Redento. I found out the names of all these people that I've been like chatting with in this game. So I'm actually trying to call them by their names now instead of just like Walking Guy or the Pilgrim. His name's Redento. I'm trying so hard. Also, I'm super excited to get into Pedro today. Pedro is going to happen. I've unfortunately heard through the grapevine, aka Sean, because he was playing games during like car rides and train rides on his trip. So he decided to do the TDP game for this month while he was out there. Pedro, my friend Pedro, rather. Apparently that game's really short. That's a one session banger there. So we're probably gonna play through it all in one go. Knowing that it's short, if there's like a difficulty option, I might turn it up to hard mode. We'll have to see. Because if it's short, I kind of want it to like squeeze a little bit more out of it. We'll see what... I don't really know what it's even about. So we'll have to see what that's all about. We'll have to see what that's all about when we get to it, but that's fine. Okay, so that's done there. So we're gonna go across the way. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna do the bottom part first. Turn it up to bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So over there, is the Solia of excommunication. This room is done, but we need to go left. Can we go left or can we go down? We have to go left. Okay, let's go left. Also, for anybody who was around last night when I was playing, I apologize for the low energy. Even gods get sleepy, you know. But, man, that final boss is going to actually be annoying. Holy hell, that's going to be an annoying fight. Not that it's even hard, as, like, you saw yesterday. Just the fact that you can't consistently do damage is going to make it so difficult to do. You're allergic to energy? I probably shouldn't have as much energy at night anyways as I usually do. I think the way I was feeling last night is what most people consider normal and healthy. But you can probably tell I'm not one to be considered normal and healthy at the best of times. Okay, so there's nothing in here. We don't have to worry about the statue. Wait, destroy statue 1 and 2, then ring. That's done. I know this is done. I know the vertebrae's done. I know the bouquet of rosemary's done. There's like so much shit that I know is done in this area. I'm the picture of health. You're goddamn right. I feel better honestly, and this is something even I fought. Oh shit. Even I fought back when I was deep in it. But if you stop smoking, you get so much of your energy back, it's ridiculous. And I was just like, no, that's bullshit. That's what everybody says. No, it's so fucking true. It's ridiculous. Stopping smoking has been literally the best thing I've ever done for my life so far. The first year was real rough. Like, real rough. But after that, like, I started feeling just better. I started sleeping properly, too. I don't sleep, like, well, but I sleep properly, if that makes sense. You need to stop smoking, but you don't smoke. Well, maybe you should start. And then, of course, if you are a real OG, like some of you are, you know that for a while there, I was doing stuff like trying, I'm sorry, I'm marking stuff off as I talk here. I tried vaping for a while, and vaping, like, if you're gonna stop smoking, don't use this excuse about, well, I vape now. Like, that's an excuse, and you suck, basically. Don't do it. Like, just stop. Just stop breathing things into your lungs, period. My drinking habits, I don't drink that much. I've never drinking that much. Well, that's not true. I used to drink a lot when I was like 20. Between the ages of 20 and 23, I drank a fair amount. Reading about the recovery timeline is interesting when you stop smoking. It's crazy. Like, the fact that my lungs won't be... I stopped smoking almost 3 years ago. And my lungs will still not be back to normal capacity, maybe ever, but definitely at least not for like 15 years. Isn't that weird? How much like smoking fucks your lungs up? Like, I know all of the non-smokers are like, well, of course, like, fuck you, first of all. But second, like, unless you've been through it, you don't know, so you can shut the hell up. But like, it's crazy how much that shit actually affects you. Everybody knows it's bad for you. Like, fucking newsflash, smokers know it's bad for you, but they still do it because they're addicted or... I mean, in my case, I was addicted, obviously, but I also liked it. It was, and, like, I smoked when I was younger, like, when I was in high school is when I started. Actually, when I was in junior high is when I started. When I was in high school is, like, when... I did it regularly, enough that you could call it a smoking habit. And college I smoked, but it wasn't until working at the airport that I smoked, you know? Mainly because that's the only way people would give you a break, is if you went out for a smoke. Because there's this weird boomer fascination and respect for people that are on their smoke break that, like, sometimes they didn't even like if you said you were going for a lunch break, right? You're just like, I'm going for lunch or whatever. You would get that snarky, like, yeah, whatever. You better be back on time. But you never got shit if you were, like, going out for a smoke. Yeah, okay, cool. Like, it's fucking gross. And, that was one of the industries that if you wanted a break, you had to make sure it was a smoke break, essentially. Otherwise, you would be kind of hassled. And that's really when I started, like, smoking, you know. And then from there, the habit just stuck for, like, ever. It's just one of those things that once, like, you get used to smoking a pack a day, you just smoke a pack a day now. Because other than that, when I started smoking, it was like one pack would last me at least a week or two. So it wasn't even that expensive of a habit, frankly. It was like going out to see a movie, like a new release every like 2 weeks. Or like a week and a half or whatever. It wasn't until the stupid airport job that it became like more like going to see a movie, going out for a movie and a dinner, or like a cheap lunch or something every day. It's going neutral. We are just in the middle. And by we, I mean me, because these freeloaders in here are doing nothing to help me. In the middle of, finishing off the 100%. So I have my list up of well, I have a list, but I also have a map specifically up of all the things I'm missing for 100% completion. And I am marking off one by one every single thing as we do it. So every now and then you'll see me pause and like the music will stop and everything. That's because I'm clicking out of the game to double check some stuff. So Heart of the Holy Purge is probably a heart if I were to make a wild assumption. I have Heart of the Holy Purge, and I'm pretty sure I have I got the cherub in here, but we're gonna do a quick look-see just to make 100% sure. That's okay. We'll come back in there. We should make a give me your energy or whatever, my energy thing for Jillbot. I think this is a decent idea. Homer, get on it. I'm putting you on the task, kid. I believe in you. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys, alright? Instant kill spikes have put this game from an 8 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 for me. And some of the weird shit you need to know that I wouldn't have known unless, like, I looked up how to do the final boss, basically. Well, I haven't looked up the steps for the good ending yet. I looked up, that you need to do the bad ending first, then the good ending for completion and stuff like that. This game's probably like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10, just because of some of the weird janky shit in it. Which is kind of too bad, because otherwise it's like an easy 8. Usually. But there's some like key fuck-ups, I think, you know? Aren't we all some key fuck-ups? Oh, no. No! I need to catch my train! Okay. Whew. I'm gonna mark off right now before I forget that this cherub is done. And then I think we're gonna continue down from here into the Grievance Ascends area. Oh god, that was too risky of a jump. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm dead. Instant death spikes alone have taken a full point off of this game for me. So maybe it's something to consider if you're making a game to not, you know, put something in to just instantly kill the player with blind jumps. Maybe. Fuck! That wasn't a blind jump, that was just a bad one. That I will not take points away for. That was my first time Marioing an enemy. Sorry, I had a stroke apparently. I didn't know you could jump on enemies' heads in this game though. What if I add something that it instantly kills all enemies with one button? Then you are making what is called a shmup. A shmup for a schmuck. Not to say you're a schmuck. Well, necessarily. Fuck you, buddy. Where the hell? So I can go up and then down? Yeah, let's go up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. Okay. So, the nice thing about this area is that, first of all, it's kind of small. But, second of all, there's, like, not very many things in it at all. Okay, let's go. The bad thing is that these enemies womp. I wish you could block in the air. Like you didn't care. But alas, you do care. I'm pretty sure I got... There's like a knot here. Yeah. You don't know me? I do know you. Oh, I'm only missing one knot. Okay, let's mark that off. And I have to put the lung on. Oh my god, stop, stop, stop. Okay. Okay. So at the bottom here, I know for a fact I got both of the things down there. So we're going to ignore this room completely. And I know I got this cherub up there. Did I ever get the one going down to Hair Lady again? I don't remember. I feel like I did, but I should probably check. Okay, it was actually down here. I did get that one. Okay. I got the one where the melted coins were as well, I think. Fuck, I don't remember. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go find it. Just in case I didn't. Just in case I didn't. Okay, it's in that long room up at the top there. Because I can't for sure tell that I did. I feel like maybe I didn't actually, because I think that was when I was still stupidly under the impression that you need to be able to hit things from the your sword to break them, rather than just like using an ability to like reach things up high. I think it was before I became Galaxy Brain, when I was still a worm in its cocoon. No, I did get it. Okay. Better to know, right? Let's go ahead and mark that off. This is all done here. Okay. So now we move to the next area. It takes so many of these to fully heal now. Alright. I apologize if this is like the most boring shit, but you know what this is good for, right? This is good for like us to be able to talk, me to you, give you some big brain, galaxy brain advice about how to live your life. Because if you didn't know, you should listen to everything I say. It would make everybody's life easier, especially yours. Okay. So I know that I did all this garbage in here. I stayed awake to help you 100% Res Evil 7. Res Evil 7 was such a good time. I should go back to that game, huh? At some point. It's been so long. It would basically be like relearning a lot of that game. What stock should I invest my 401k in? Oh, Tumblr. All of the Tumblr stocks is what you should be investing in. Hi, kitty. Okay, so in this room, there was a cherub. Kitty, you're right in the way. You're on my mouse. Kitty. Okay. There, say hi, kitty. Okay. I wish I could forget more about games I love playing or remember too much to enjoy replaying them usually. Yeah. There's definitely something to that, I think. So, we go this way. And let's... I'll stick with dumping it into Paul's subscription. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do, for sure. But see, the problem we're running into now is that I'm so good at what I do here, streaming, that you guys all want to subscribe. And, like, first of all, who can blame you? But the problem is that if everybody that's in here is a subscriber, who am I gonna say to subscribe to? You guys know. You guys know the deal. So who am I gonna harass to subscribe to me now, you know? To the lurkers? Lurkers don't exist. They can't help but give their shitty opinions about me. Alright. This is Dunzo. This room is Dunzo, boys. For games I'm familiar with, and so yeah, so here's the thing, is that a game actually has to, like, it's weird and it's kind of daunting, I think, for game developers, but a game has to be good so that when it's new you have a great time with it. That's the easy part, but they also should try to be so good that you want to revisit them. And where the fuck am I? You want to revisit them regularly. And that's kind of like a daunting task, honestly. I'm on the opposite side here. Okay, so this cherub is gone.